Alright, so to make a course on iClicker, you will first need to go to iClicker.com, create an account, create an instructor account, and then select the institution. So type in New Mexico State University. As far as I know, we are either Doña Ana or main campus. And then you can select your role as the instructor or a teaching assistant. And then it'll require that you go through the campus portal. So you'll press let's go. It'll send you to the campus portal login. You will have to just log in through there. It might ask you for your name and your email, couple details. So create that account. After that, you'll sign into your account, and then you will go to create new course. Attendance only, since it's free for students. Make sure this is the correct institution still. And then for course discipline, you can choose whatever the course is. For us, it would be engineering in this example, and we'll just do ME 240 thermodynamics, just as an example. For example, for spring 2026, classes started on the 21st, and then classes will end on the 15th. So we can just set that on here. Okay, and then I would select this option, because with this option, it shouldn't happen, but anyone could just look up the course and self-enroll, and that would probably affect grading. So just make it so that students must be invited to the course. You don't need a course ID. You can just put the term as spring 2026 or whatever the term might be. And then for the meeting times, just put whatever meeting times the class might be. So just as an example, let's say this class meets at 2 p.m. You can also just type it in, 2 p.m., Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then create the course. And it will be this one that we just created. You will go in there, and then to set up the attendance correctly, go to settings. This should all be what we already set. This is the link that you will share with students. You can just copy the link and post it on Canvas, or you can show them the QR code, which is what I would do. I would just show the QR code in class. I have students scan it with their phone, sign up for iClicker, and start attendance on there. And then for devices, just make sure mobile devices only is set on there. Don't check this because it can cause some problems with attendance not counting every time. And then go to attendance, auto run from whatever time the class is set to start to the end of the class, or you can do it maybe for only 15 to 30 minutes depending on what you prefer. And then I would require and set location for attendance, so that students have to be there to actually get the attendance, and they can't just check in from their houses. What I would do to make this easier, you can either scroll to NMSU and try to find the building, or you can go to Google Maps, search for the building like Jet Hall, and then copy the address, paste the address. It should take you right to Jet Hall. It might not be centered, so you can just click on it and center it. Then I would select the radius to be 200 to 500 feet, because some students' phones location might not be very accurate. They might have some problems checking in, so I would just set it to 500, and that should work out. And I'll just press save. So it'll save that class, and right here to view, I'll go to an old course from last semester. So I'll go to this ME 240, and then right here you can see the attendance for all these dates. For some reason this class kept running after the semester ended, but right here you can see the attendance for that class. So for example, for this class you can see how many people attended. If you need to delete a class, if class was canceled or something changed, or you didn't want to take attendance that day, you can just go on here, delete, just delete that attendance date. So you can delete it, and then that way students won't have a random absence on their attendance on iClicker. That won't cause you any problems. If any student emails you and you need to change their attendance because they have some sort of proof or some excuse for their attendance, or their iClicker wasn't working, anything like that, you can go to people, for example, press this person, and then you will go to whatever date they said they were missing, and you will go down to where it says absent. You can mark them as present, type in any notes you might need as their excuse. You can save that, and then it'll change. You can reload for their attendance grade to change. It'll change on there automatically. And if you need to export the class at the end of the semester to make it a little easier to grade, just go to people, export all, save that file, and then you'll be able to see everyone's average. That is all you really need. Sometimes when the course is running, a timer will start right here. Let's see if it'll let us do that. So we'll start attendance for this class. It'll show this, make sure location is on. You can just put the screen whenever the class is running, and you can put it on the projector so that students know to log in, and then right here it'll show how many students are logged in and how many are absent, and that way they'll know they need to log in. And you can show this QR code to the students so they can join the iClicker if they haven't already. And that's pretty much all you really need for this.